But what we couldn't say was what kind of, political sides they were on. Which is very difficult when you're trying to talk about tenets of something and why it's taking over or why, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that was the biggest part of this. The other mandate, outside of not being able to define political parties, has been just honestly in the promotion of trying to make a film not feel polarizing, which was difficult because characters have to have identities. We have to know what they stand for. So I try to insert it in subtle ways that could, but it wasn't the easiest situation. And I thought of the change after a while. I just had to think of it like the MacGuffin of the film, right? It's interesting how the early reads, no one's really asked me that question about what the book says. There's a lot of like, there's on the book, you'll see that there's kind of a statement and she says a few things, but yeah, it's just the idea that we're examining something that we know is going to talk about people in their bubbles, and so at some point those two idealistic things are going to collide. So
And
it
you,
was
I
lofty, Pilar. It was a
think
lofty idea.
you chose 5 years ago a word that might have felt like, well, this will never happen. And it
Yeah,
was democracy. You decided that the big challenge was going to be to democracy. And
yeah,
everybody can agree that that would just be horrible. And it was freaking me out as I was watching it. I was like, yep, check, check. I mean,
yeah.
it was, whew, this could not come at a better, worse time.